Second shoot outdoors with the new kingpros, if you can see them there. And a slight digital display on the back. Today's shoot's being done with Megan, who's over there. She's being lit by an SB 900 with the King receiver on beneath it. Very basic setup. The receiver is preset on A, so's the transmitter is on A. The flash, and you have to do this on the King Pros, you have to set it to the TTL mode. And there's two TTLs on the 90. There's the FP and the balanced light one. It could be either one of those two. All the others, like the manual, aperture and anything else, doesn't actually work. You have to have it on the TTL for it to work. So that's because all the stuff that was on the back of the camera is now on top of the camera. So you can set your EV values, you can plot and you do your minuses. If your flash isn't enough or if it's too much, you can bring it down even in TTL. When you switch to manual, well, you've got full control of the flash, but you still have to have it in TTL mode. I've done a test to see to make sure all the flash batteries that are working and make sure the flash, it's not the brightest of days today, no leaves in the tree, and it's overcast, cloudy. It's very soft lighting, so we're only adding light into shadows, as what you probably do anyways, add light into shadows with a flash or light something up from the shadows. So Megan's going to be lit from the shadow that's on the tree, which is virtually not because it's total flat lighting, perfect for portrait photographing. If you'd like to come slightly forward, stay by the tree, lean with your shoulder like you were before, but more facing that way. And I'm going to take from the spot where I am, which is just to the camera left. Flash is roughly about 45 degrees. We are in shutter priority, so my aperture is controlled by whatever the shutter is, and at the moment it's screeching out to me at f5. This is not full length. I'm just checking. I should actually do myself a favour. I will turn the flash off, take a shot, lock and focus, check that out in the back of the screen. I'm only looking to see if the flash is working because it's in TTL and I can't actually see if it's actually worked on it. So second shot again with the flash on, flash went off, and it's very subtle in TTL mode. The flash is very subtle. I can't really see it that much. I'm actually going to bring it a little bit closer, and I'll probably more than likely underexpose it on purpose, just down to her face. We've got a reading of 205.6 at that, and I'm looking to see if the flash went off, and it did that. I can actually see there's a lot of flash on the back of that. Comparing the pictures, if I go back to the first one, you can barely see any flash there, and you can actually see on that side, because I brought the flash in, she's been lit up a lot. That's too much. I think the flash where I had it was just enough, so it's a very subtle flash. I will, on the back of here, if I remember how to do it proper, I've got the EV values, and I'm trying to think of how the heck I done it. Maybe C, A, manual, off. Press A. I'm trying to, yeah, there it is. Right, I'm going to minus that. I had it. This is only the second time that I've done this, literally. It sounds bad, which it is. Press once. Press once, press that. Plus and minus. Right, I'm going to minus down and 2 stops there. I missed that one. A whole stop. Right, on the back of the camera I've actually taken down the TTL by a stop, because I reckon that's about a whole stop of light. That was too much. So second shot again, and the sun's come out, and that's dropped it down. I've taken the EV down, and she's not as bright on this side as what she was on the last shot. If I can come to the last shot, which is there, very bright on that side. So it's actually 1 stop less. That's just, and I haven't even been to the flash. I've been here at the camera. I'm going to go now to a different mode on the camera, aperture priority. I'm going to pop in enough for my length of lens, which I'm trying to get to here. It's 200. It's gone 200 at f. Well, it's gone to 1,000 because it depends where I'm putting the camera. If I take a mean reading off the grass, 250 f4, but it's going to change as soon as I point it at a. Remember, I haven't changed the EV value. I'm still down to under 1 stop, so technically I should be underexposed by 1 stop. I will put it back up in a minute. So straight on to Megan. She's going to give me a nice little smile. That's it. That said 320 f4, so I'm actually on high speed sync at that, and the picture came out there. I'm going to knock this up again now to I'm going to plus it to 0. So my EV value has gone down to 0. The sun's come out nicely. Maybe just hold your arms a second. Relax. Nice little smile. It's now saying 640, 800 f4, and the flash. I don't think did it actually go off. I'll just take that one again. I wasn't looking, and yeah, it did go off. Well, that's nicely balanced. You'll be seeing these pictures on the blog site below the video, so if you find the video link on YouTube, there'll be a link to the blog site which also has the video and the pictures, and you can have a look through there. I'll put them in order of taking them, and I'll also say underneath the picture what it was, the settings that were used, so you can go on with that. I'm going to totally change this now. I'm going to go to press my A button, and on manual it says a 16th at the moment. Press the setting button, check the manual. Okay, so if to actually change, you press the setting button, you get a flashing light. You press the on here, you press your one you want to change, which is A. A comes up, manual 1/16. I'll plus that to 1/8, and I'll press OK. So I'm shooting at 8. I've no idea if that's right or not. I'm still on aperture priority. I'm going to point down to the ground, lock the settings in. That's 200 f4 at an 8. Didn't see if the flash went off. And we know just by looking at the back of the screen, 8th is far too much. So still on the camera, press the setting button, press the A button, and we've got to come down, I reckon, about 2 stops. So we're going to go 32. Press the OK. So it was 200 f4. I've got 200 f4. I've locked off by the AE lock. I've locked the exposure setting into the camera. Same shot, same position. So I reckon it was 2 stops. It can still actually come down a tad more. So it's literally within 3 shots I'll have the right exposure for the flash, which I shall go the setting button again, press A, and I'll come down to 1/64th, go OK. So 1/64, find my 200 again, which I didn't find. There it is. 200 again, same position, same everything. The flash is now at 1/64. and that's a better picture. And if you have a look at the info, 200 f4, flash setting with 000, and we'll go back, f4, and it gives you the EV values and the flashes as well. And the histogram saying that's okay. That says it's very bright by the histogram for those that use it. And that was a test shot we done before with, I think it was without the flash or with the flash, but it just doesn't look it. So yeah, it's pretty dull, it's not bright. So that, I should go to manual, and just for the sheer hell of it, we set f4, 200 f4. That I can now control the flash partially by the aperture, as you do when you're in manual. It's at 1/64. We're at 200/5/6. So take another one, 200/5/6. Do this on the horizontal. Did I see the flash go off? I did. I should do again, just for the sheer hell of it. I'll open up to 2.8, so that's, I've opened up the camera by 2 stops. I've left the flash as it is. 1/64. We should see some light on that side of the face. We'll see some light on the light of it because it's overexposed. And the one before that. The flash is very subtle. I just really can't see it, but I can see shadows on her face from this camera angle here. And I haven't changed much, so it's opened up those shadows, which, especially what you want in a flash. There's not much more to say. It does what it says on the box. You can control your flash from your camera. We haven't been up to the camera. We've done all the controls from here. We've overexposed, underexposed, correctly exposed. We've not used the flash as a test. So it's doing what it says, and it's doing it quite happily and quite easy. It's a bit fiddly to to use to start with, but once you know what you're doing, it's easy. And it's quite simply hit the setting button, press the number you want, change up and down. I shall change this one to 1/32 and go back to 5/6 on manual, and I should take some pictures at that. So that's the new King Pros. Dead simple to use, bit fiddly to start with, but once you get used to pressing this button, that button to make that button work, you're there. So see you later.